What if your reports can do more than just display data? What if they can drive decisions at the speed of thought? Oracle BI Publisher in Fusion Cloud empowers teams to generate dynamic, secure, and actionable reports that align with real-time business needs. In our previous session, we have taken a deep dive into Oracle BI Publisher for Fusion Clouds, covering bursting, custom layouts, and ESS jobs. Now we are taking it a step further. In this session, we will focus on layout properties, caching strategies, style sheets, and how to fine-tune them to deliver performance-optimized reports. This continuation video builds directly on the foundation we have laid earlier. So if you are new here, pause and watch the previous session. It's the blueprint to everything we are about to build on. Welcome. In this session, we will walk through a detailed mind map covering essential layout properties, caching behavior, formatting options, style templates, multi-layout designs, and more. First, let's explore the core layout properties. In the general properties, these are your fundamental controls. The Run Report Online checkbox is crucial. It determines whether the users can execute your report directly from the catalog. When unchecked, that convenient open option disappears entirely. The Show Control option is equally important. This controls whether users see interactive elements like parameters and export options. Unchecking this gives you a cleaner look but removes the user interaction capabilities. Here is a powerful feature many overlook. Allow sharing report links. Enable this and users can generate direct URLs to share the specific report views. The auto run functionality is a real time saver. When you enable your report, this executes automatically when opened. Now let's move to the advanced property. Job priority lets you manage the critical reports by setting high, low, or normal priority. Enable bursting is essential if you plan to distribute the report via email or fax. This must be enabled before configuring the bursting control files. Report controlled by external application. When this is checked, users cannot run the report from the catalog. It can only be executed as a job from Fusion applications. Now let's talk about the caching properties. Enable data caching is brilliant for frequently run reports. The system stores the report data for 30 minutes by default. If one user runs a report with specific parameters and another user runs the same report with identical parameters within that time frame, the report comes from the cache instead of hitting the database again. This dramatically improves the performance. User level caching takes it a bit further. Caching is performed independently for each user, ensuring the data security while maintaining the performance benefits. Document caching allows you to cache the generated report document itself. And with users can refresh report data option, you give users the control over when to fetch the fresh data versus using the cached result. Formatting and currency property. Formatting property gives you precise control over the output format, especially for PDF security. You can password protect the PDF outputs. This is perfect for sensitive documents like bank statements or payslips. The system even allows separate password for viewing versus modifications. Currency format property solves a common problem. Instead of applying the format masks individually to each currency column, you can define a default currency format mask. For example, set a specific format for INR with proper grouping and decimal places. Then this can be applied consistently across your entire report. Style sheets. Style sheets are used for maintaining consistent branding across multiple reports. Think of them as templates that establish a common look and feel. Here is a 4-step process. First, Create an RTF file with your desired styling like company logo, headers, footers, terms and conditions. Second, upload this as a style template to the catalog. Third, apply it to any report layout through the Apply Style Template option. Fourth, save and run to see your consistent branding automatically applied. Now you have the flexibility. You can apply the style sheets to individual layouts or entire reports, giving you granular control over your report's appearance. Multi-layout reports. One data model can generate multiple visual representations of the same data. This is perfect for different stakeholder needs. You can create and upload multiple RTF layouts for a single report, and in the layout settings, make sure to activate the layout you want visible. You can even designate a default layout for automatic selection. Here is a crucial distinction. Report properties affects all the layouts in your report, while layout properties are specific to individual layouts. Master detail relationships. Now let's tackle the master detail relationships. This is essential for hierarchical data like invoices and line items. BI Publisher offers three powerful approaches. First is element level links. This involves separate datasets with linking at the column level. Create your master data model, then your child data model with no explicit joins in the SQL. The magic happens in the interface where your link corresponding columns using create link option. Next is the group level links. This is a similar concept but uses aliases in the master query and bind parameters in the child query's where clause. The system automatically recognizes these links based on your aliases and bind parameters. You can go to the master group links and the system automatically detects the bind. This is ideal for nested reports. Subgroup method. This is a single query approach. Combine the master and the child data using standard SQL joins, then structure the data into master and detail groups within the data model itself. Use the group by option and move to parent group functionality is used to organize your hierarchical structure. The result is one SQL, nested XML, and this gives you perfect RTF loops. Each method has its own place. You can choose based on your data complexity, business needs, and performance requirements. Aggregate functions. Aggregate functions in BI Publisher include count, average, sum, min, max, first and last. Here is the key. Bring the columns outside their groups and drag them into the global level for aggregation. Remember, alias names must be in caps for this to work properly. When you have multiple groups or subgroups, bring the child group columns to the parent group. The child column aggregate happens inside the parent group, and parent group aggregates this to the global level. Expressions are powerful for deriving calculations. Access them through the group menus Add Element by Expression. You will work with three types of expressions: operator, functions, and conditions. Arithmetic operators handle basic math, multiplication of quantity, and unit price, for example. Logical operators like AND, OR, NOT provide the conditional logic. The AND operator provides all the expressions to be true, while OR stops the evaluation at the first true condition. There is a short-circuiting behavior here, and you need to understand this. You can combat this by using pipe symbol instead. Other key functions include max, min, round, and sum, but remember these work differently than the Oracle SQL functions. They operate within the rows rather than across the dataset. Parameters and LOBs. Finally, let's master the parameters and LOBs. BI Publisher uses two primary parameter types: bind parameters and lexical parameters. Bind parameters integrate directly into the SQL query using bind symbols, allowing dynamic data filtering based on the user input. Lexical parameters provide a more dynamic query modification. This is perfect for altering the entire where clause or order by statements. List of values ensure data consistency and user convenience. You have four main types: non-independent LOV, SQL-based LOV, and translated independent LOV. The dependent parameters work like Oracle Apps $flex $concept, allowing dynamic dependencies between the parameters and enable refresh other parameters on change needs to be enabled. This will create these cascading relationships. Thanks for joining here, and we have covered the essential components in building Oracle BI Publisher.